Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the channel, man. Today we are going through this NFL article where we will be grading all 32 NFL first picks from the 2025 draft. We won't really be grading them, but we're going through this article by Bucky Brooks. Shout out to the NFL analyst. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't know every single player from the draft. I haven't been able to watch every player extensively, but I've watched a lot of football this year, and I don't watch any college football. So I'm missing a lot of background on a lot of what these guys did in college. But I will say, I will ask, please leave a like and subscribe because it does help out the channel a lot. And I'll talk about what I can, and we'll see what we can get through. Pick number one was obviously Cam Ward, and it says right here that he is a B minus, and it says the chaos around the number one pick has clouded his evaluation, which is fairly true because they've been on a absolutely awful team. We go look at the standings down here. They're 2-11. One of those wins coming from probably the craziest ending ever against the Cardinals, who, by the way, we don't have to talk about them much, but like, damn, they've had so many close games this year. They're 3-10. Like that's rough. But I think there's a lot of time for him to be able to develop here. Because if we go look at his stats for the year, I don't know exactly what they are. We'll take a look right here. 260 for 440, 200 or 2,400 passing yards, 9 touchdowns, 7 picks. Sacked 49 times, which is a lot. 9 fumbles. 6 of them lost. Like, it's okay though. I feel like it is a lot that you cannot judge, or there's a lot that you can't judge due to the fact that also with the lack of weapons, in my opinion. If we go look at the Titans depth chart, when you're not working with a lot, it can definitely be hard, especially as a rookie. Because I know they tried to bring in some people, but just look at this. Look at this roster. Shout out to Johnny Hecker. But it is just interesting. But I don't know if they'll be able to really be good anytime soon. I don't know if next year's going to be their jump, because in a stacked division like this, it's going to be tough with the Texans, the Jaguars, and the Colts. The Colts are good whenever they have a good quarterback. Phillip Rivers coming back this weekend. We'll talk about that. But moving on to the next pick. Well, that's my thumbnail right there. Gotta go back here. Pardon me. Jesus. We have Travis Hunter, who we have a C. So we have an injury that ended his season early. Not much that we could see. But I will say, he has not been too bad on both sides of the field. And it's been super limited. And I kind of wish at the beginning of the year that he was kind of thrown out there more. I was kind of surprised not to see him kind of like be involved more, because you can see with some of the catches that he's had throughout the season that, he obviously has the ceiling, in my opinion, to be a star, at least as a receiver. I still think he should just be a receiver sometimes, because I think with the ability that he has, yeah, he could play both sides, but like, I don't know. I don't know if it'd be worth it, because like, say he plays 8 years, say he plays 6 good years on both sides. Are we going to look back and be like, that's obviously generational. It's crazy. But like, I feel like he could play a long time at like receiver or one spot, especially receiver, because corners can get worn out pretty quick in a lot of cases. But next up we have Abdul Carter, which is getting a big whopping D. And it says, there's no disputing Carter's potential as a speed rusher with take over the game potential, but his immaturity and lack of professionalism has overshadowed the enticing flashes. Which is true, but the Giants stink anyway, and hopefully New York, you just got rid of Dable. They might have a little shaky situation going on, but they still should be able to have enough veteran leadership and will to want to win to be able to get him to come along with it. But Will Campbell, New England Patriots, 4th pick. Of course it's an A. You all saw the interview whenever he got drafted saying that he's going to die for his quarterback. It's obviously a fact that the dude was going to be a stud. So, the Patriots also are playoff bound. They've had an easier schedule, but you got to win the games that you play. And they've done it very well. So, it's a damn shame that Patriots look like they're back. And then next up we have the Cleveland Browns, defensive tackle. Of course, they like this. Good for the Browns. I don't know much about Bro, but I know the Browns defense is absolutely insane. So That's something, of course. And then we have the Las Vegas Raiders drafted Ashton Jeanty. I will say I've been disappointed this year, but then I also have to understand that Geno Smith low key was out there just winging it half this year, it seems like, with bad play calling. The defense is bad. I mean, everything about the team is bad. So the potential for him to be there, I mean, the potential for him to be great is still there, of course. He's had a lot of splashes. His stats on the season, I'll pull them up right here because I don't have them all written down. His stats on the year, he has 665 rushing yards, only 4 touchdowns, almost 300 receiving yards though. I don't know if he'd be more receiving back the more he evolves. And of course, I feel like when they have more of a dynamic offense, maybe that would improve it more. But I could see him just being an absolute dog. But the team's going to have to come along. I mean, there's going to be a lot of quarterbacks available. You know, there's a lot of opportunity for the Raiders. I don't know exactly what they'll be able to do, but hopefully, for his sake, he can get a little quarterback. Because that Division 1, there's some openings there. There's some shakiness. I know the Broncos look really good, but there's some shakiness there. So they've got a good running back, though, for sure. Now moving on to the next pick, we have the Jets drafted offensive lineman. I don't know much about him. I know they have struggled a lot because of Justin Fields not being able to make decisions. So he's taking a lot of sacks this year. But if they're saying he's done pretty good, the Jets' top pick has been part of an offensive line that has shown up weekly. Although the unit stability and consistency has not translated into many wins, this kind of offensive line could pay serious dividends in 2026 and beyond. So he's going to be solid for a while, is what I'm hearing. Now, next up is probably one of my favorite picks, probably one of the most fun picks to watch this year, is my man McMillan on the Carolina Panthers. I mean, the Panthers are about to make the fucking playoffs. Like, this is insane. 7-6, and I had no faith at the beginning of this year. I'll fully say, I'm not a Panthers fan, but I do live in North Carolina, and it would be dope to go to a playoff game, and they only have to play the Saints, the Bucks again, then the Seahawks, then the Bucks again. The Bucks have been falling off, but if they lose both of these, I think if they split, they could win. Because I don't know, the Bucks have been looking all wacky. I mean, especially after losing that game the other night. Who knows? But I mean, him and Bryce Young, it's been such an amazing relief to see good football in Carolina. I mean, this year he's had 826 receiving yards, 6 touchdowns, 43 is his longest reception. He's played all 13 games, 57 receptions on the year. I mean, outstanding. Next up, we have a B-plus grade for an offensive lineman for the Saints. Don't know much about him. Shout out to Kelvin Banks Jr., though. Next up, we have another tight end, Mr. Loveland himself. The man that had the touchdown against the Bengals. That's what I know him for mostly this year. As a rookie tight end, I mean, he has seemed to have had a lot of flashes this year, and his potential is insane. I mean, Caleb Williams in that offense is insane. I mean, you look at Sam Laporta when they had Ben Johnson last year. Sam Laporta was getting some crazy catches. And you even go back to Hawkinson. I mean, there's so much that would go on with tight ends in Detroit. And then you bring Ben Johnson over here. Ben Johnson. I mean, Loveland's also a fire name. Moving on to the 11th pick. Defensive end. B-plus 49ers. Mr. Williams. I don't know much about you, but shout out to you. Next up we have Tyler Booker. Offensive guard. A-plus. Or an A for the Cowboys. Not very surprising. It's been very good for them to have a good offensive line because Dak, I mean, when you give him an O-line, and the Cowboys always seem to have one, they're going to be able to throw the football consistently. I mean, having George Pickens and having some good weapons, of course, CeeDee Lamb out there too. You got something going on, I guess, Dallas. You got something going on. Next up, we got the Miami Dolphins with Kenneth Grant, C-plus defensive tackle. Don't really know much about, bro. I'm sorry. Moving on to the next pick. Next up, we probably have the best tight end in this draft class, Tyler Warren, an A-plus, our first one of the day. And it did not take long for the first year tight end to emerge as the Colts' number one option in the passing game, the multifaceted playmakers, an unstoppable weapon between the hashes. Guaranteed. I mean, he's been one of the most consistent targets in the league this year. He was Daniel Jones' best friend coming in, and Daniel Jones, poor guy did get hurt, but hey, you need a guy, a guy who played tight end one time, Antonio Gates. You know who threw to Antonio Gates? Phillip Rivers. You know who's playing football this Sunday, officially listed as a starter a few hours ago? Mr. Rivers. So we might have a lot in store this weekend, but who really knows? Who knows? Jalon Walker. Have not watched a lot of Atlanta Falcons football. I'm not going to lie. Seeing Kirk Cousins was tearing it up the other night. Falcons the Falcons have been very disappointing this year. A+ grade though. I've heard his name a lot. Shout out to him. Don't know much about him. I'm a casual. Let me know in the comments too. Let me know more about him. Went to Georgia. Sounds like he must have been a dog at least. But next up we have Arizona Cardinals Walter Nolan. Mississippi defensive tackle. They're giving him a B-. And defensive tackle, the Cardinals, they've had a good offense this year. Defense, not so great. But they've lost a lot of one-score games this year, man. Because if we go look, it's kind of disappointing because I don't think the Cardinals are about to win this game. But unless I'm tripping. Now, I could be lying because I did go look the other day. They have had... Can we get to... Okay. How many one-score games we're looking at? They start off 2-0, too. That's crazy. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Dude, that's actually pretty crazy. 5, 6, 7 one-score games. I'm telling y'all right now, and I'm going to keep this clip. I'm going to remember this video. These boys are going to be nice soon. I don't know who their quarterback is going to be. It looks like it's going to be Brissett. I'm just saying, watch out. That's it. But going on to the Cincinnati Bengals, Shamar Stewart. We know they had issues at the beginning of the year, being able to get all these contracts negotiated, but he has a D grade anyway. So is it even worth it? I don't know much about him. So we'll go to the next guy. Gray Zabel. Offensive guard, B grade. Sam Darnold's had an offensive lineman this year. It's been good for him. Of course, Sam Darnold's playing good with a good offensive line. Goes hand in hand. Don't know much about him. Let me know in the comments. Next up we have Emeka Mbigbu. Tampa Bay Buccaneers receiver. This could be an A+. He has had drops recently, and he did drop that touchdown the other day. But, I mean, honestly, his playmaking at the beginning of the year was probably some of the craziest catches I've ever seen. And, I mean, I thought he was on some Antonio Brown numbers at first. I thought he might just go through and just start breaking all the records first year. They have cooled down a lot. But, I mean, I only expect big things in the future. And you have Mike Evans, Chris Godwin on this team, too. I mean, this guy is definitely a number 2, number 1 receiver type of guy, in my opinion. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Also having McMillan. I mean, the Bucs are deep, bro. The Bucs really are deep. Don't know much about this Denver corner. I know the Denver Broncos have been good this year. Shout out to bro, though. Let me know in the comments, 1, how to pronounce his name. 2, what he does. Is he good? Do I need to go watch some highlights? Next up, we have Derek. Our defense has been so bad this year in the run game. I honestly can't say I've been super impressed this year. I don't know, really. I mean, his stats this year, he's had 5 games started, 9 tackles, 13 assists. Has he had any sacks this year? I cannot see. 2 sacks on the year. I mean, I'll just have to be... I mean, he's probably going to play a little bit more. TJ Watt is out this week anyway. I know I'm 2 different positions, but hopefully he can bring something in because that's going to be Cam Hayward's replacement, basically, because Cam Hayward's ass is getting old, and he is kind of a crybaby. But moving on, I do like this pick, though, but it says, it is rare for a defense to rise and fall due to the rookie's presence, but Harmon elevates the Steelers' run defense. I don't care, bro. I watched our team this year. It hasn't been great, but I'm glad that he has been a bright spot in it because it's been tough to see some of these games this year. But next up we have Amarian Hampton, grade B. He is injured right now. I only watched a few of his first games this year, and he was super explosive. But it says the former North Carolina standout has shown impressive RB1 skills with the ball in his hand as a runner and receiver. Hampton has the tools to be a Pro Bowl caliber player in an offense that showcases running backs in various roles. Although an ankle injury cost him significant time, the rookie has dazzled whenever he has been in the lineup. Facts. Next up, we have Matthew Golden, who I honestly thought was going to be a lot better. This has been crazy. A D. And I'm just going to go ahead and read the descriptions they have here because they're doing it better than I can. After becoming Green Bay's first receiver since 2002, Golden has failed to seize the wide receiver one spot or even make his mark as a key contributor in a complementary role. While injuries have limited his participation, the rookie has not provided an impact or flashed the game-changing skills expected of the 23rd overall pick. I struggle with reading if you can't, so. Next up, we have Devon Jackson, offensive guard out of Ohio State. B+. Don't know much about him. Moving on. Next up, we have Jackson Dart. A. He needs to stop taking all those big hits, but we got an A+ right now. And then it says, the flamboyant quarterback energized the Giants' offense as a dual-threat playmaker with the flashy game. Although his reckless playing style makes him susceptible to big hits, Dart's spectacular skills could make him the league's next superstar. He's been super impressive. I mean, go turn on your Jackson Dart highlights and even go back to when he was in Mississippi. Ole Miss, right, was his other school, if I'm not tripping. Go watch some highlights. He's been amazing. Next up, we have James Jr., defensive guy to Tennessee. He has an A. That's 2 A's for the Falcons in the first round. Very impressive. I don't know much about him. I'm sorry I'm a casual here, but let me know in the comments. Baltimore Ravens, again, I've not watched the Ravens at all besides when they played the Steelers, and we've played all right. Don't know much about Starks. I know Hamilton has not had the best year so far. So shout out to bro. That's all I can say. And then next up we have Tyleik Williams, Detroit Lions 28th overall pick at Ohio State, defensive tackle, B+, or B-, pardon me. Josh Jr., offensive tackle, C+, drafted to the Washington Commanders. Don't know much about him, but it says, despite a slow start that led to questions about his ability to develop into a franchise tackle, his recent improvement suggests that he is on a path towards becoming a solid starter. So good for him. That's good. Next up, we have Josh Simmons, or actually, we'll pay our respects. Maxwell Hairston, cornerback out of Kentucky, drafted by the Buffalo Bills with a B grade. And then we have linebacker Mr. Campbell, drafted from Alabama with a trade from the Philadelphia Eagles. And then offensive lineman Josh Simmons, drafted out of Ohio State to the Kansas City Chiefs. And he had a B. That's all we have for y'all, ladies and gentlemen. If y'all would like me to go through more NFL articles or would like for me to talk about NFL, NBA news, let me know in the comments whatever you'd like to see. If you'd like to see live streams or whatever, let me know in the comments. Make sure y'all leave a like. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.